Hey guys, thanks for checking out the Bucked Up Podcast. If you don't mind hitting the like and subscribe button, we have 2 new episodes coming out every week. Now let's get into it.
Is this live? Like
No. This isn't live.
You put it out later.
Yeah, it scares me to do live shit. I'm like, I'm gonna say something and I'm gonna get in trouble and they're gonna have that clip forever. Oh, perfect. I do look like I'm so much bigger than I feel like I am because I'm sitting on the chair that's high up.
It's up to you.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You ever seen Elf?
Yeah.
And you know what? He's like big as fuck, like around his family.
Part fucking 3.
Yeah. I'm gonna, if the comedy and podcast doesn't work out, I'm gonna star in the remake of Elf. All right, let me know when you're good. All right, perfect. Welcome. Thank you for doing this. I'm happy we finally got this to happen.
Hell yeah. Let's do this.
In Philly.
Yup.
You said you don't rep Philly. You're from Jersey?
I rep Philly too. That's my sports teams. I have a big Philly connection. My grandmother is from Fishtown. My grandfather is from Kensington, and my dad is from Frankfurt. My real last name is Harris, and I'm the first. Me and my brother were the first Harrises ever from New Jersey. Now, the part of New Jersey I'm from is the Philly part of New Jersey. It's right over the Delaware River, across from Philadelphia. It's called Burlington, New Jersey. It's considered the Philly metropolitan area. It's, Philly radio, Philly sports. And so I rep Jersey because I'm from the Jersey side of Philadelphia. But I always had a strong Philly connection my entire life. But, my whole DNA is from Philly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's like me. I'm not from Boston, but I'm like, yeah, I'm from Boston. You know what I mean? I lived outside of Boston, like an hour drive.
Yeah. I just say Jersey. Really, I could rep either one, but I just say Jersey. But it's getting more and more. Now that I live over in Philly, it's becoming more and more Philly. But I am both. But I just rep Jersey because that's where I went to high school and all. You know what I mean? That's where I grew up.
How far is too far away to live from a city to rep it?
Man, to me, if you're not actually from that city, then don't rep it, or else I would be claiming Philly right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up 20 minutes from Philly. But to me, you got to actually be where the fuck you're from. But nobody really does that. So I'd say in 45 minutes to an hour.
40, that's the cutoff. Yeah.
45
you can't be 3 hours away being like, that's my home. Nah. It's got to be like, you got to be like happy enough to be like, all right, I'll drive there right now.
Yeah.
If it's like a burden to drive there, you're not from there.
Some cats are from places, though, if you don't drive 6-7 hours, you don't get to another city or whatever. You know what I mean?
Bro, if you like lived in the middle of bumfuck nowhere in like middle America.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I lose my mind, bro. Jersey. Where I'm from in Jersey, I'm an hour from Manhattan. I'm 20 minutes from Philadelphia. I'm an hour from Atlantic City. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got everything. So we're spoiled in Jersey.
And all you can do is like wake up and like tend to cows and farm and shit. Like that's all there is.
You wouldn't even be able to be a rapper. You wouldn't be able to be what the fuck you gonna rap about?
Is there a hard farm rapper? I wonder if there's.
Bro, it's coming.
You ever hear of Will Survives?
No.
He's from Oregon and he literally like lives in the woods. He built a log cabin in the woods and raps out of it.
Damn. No, I never heard.
Crazy shit.
Will Survives. Damn.
Yeah. But nah, there's no farm rappers that I know about.
I just got put on. Simon Rex just put me on the BP Kosher.
Oh, BLP Kosher, yeah.
Jewish rapper that's blowing up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Simon Rex put me on to him. So BP Kosher, if you're listening, Simon Rex is a huge fan of you. He sends me all your videos.
Do you know who Kosher Dills is?
Yeah. I went on tour with him.
Yeah, so I saw him like open up for Riff Raff in like 2015 or something.
Yeah, he's a Jewish rapper.
But they just were working together.
Yeah, he was on he's on that Wildin' Out show. He's on the show Wildin' Out with Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was on tour with him 6 years ago on the Kool Keith tour.
Oh, you weren't even touring with Riff together.
No, I met him he was an opener on Kool Keith's tour.
Oh, that's wild.
2016, 2017. Yeah, that's when I met him.
You have had a lot of like You said you took a 5-year break.
Something like, yeah, I didn't drop my last album. 2015 was Black Tanita, and then I didn't drop another album until 2020, Husky Marinara. That was like my get back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you had like a bunch of different like eras in your music.
I've been a part of a lot of eras, man. I was around for like when French blew up, and I was there when Riff Raff blew up. I was there for like the Dirt Nasty shit. I was there. Right now I'm here for the Griselda shit. Kool Keith. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been in a lot of zones. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You were talking before you started. You said 2010 is when it all started.
Yeah, it's when I started. That's when I dropped my first mixtape. I recorded it in Philly. It was hosted by Gilly the Kid. It was called That's Why They Don't Like Me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, French Montana was on my first tape. Beanie Siegel was on it. Mad motherfucker. V Don produced like half the tape. This
now I am turning into
13 years ago.
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
now I'm turning into a real interviewer because I want to like what? How'd that start? That's crazy. That's your first mixtape. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, it started by me just saying, fuck it, I'm gonna do this rap shit. Really, the Nail in the Coffin, because I always thought maybe I'll rap. All right, I ain't gonna rap. But the Nail in the Coffin, bro, I never told nobody this in the interview, but this is what really set it off for me. This is exclusive. Beanie Siegel dissed Jay-Z at one point. The song was called Average Cat. Now that song was made for me. I had 2 verses on that shit. Beans had the Jay-Z diss, Average Cat. Now this song like took over hip hop for like a month or 2. It was the biggest shit ever. And that was, you know, supposed to be my first song. I put Prodigy from Mobb Deep on the hook. I ain't your average cat. Fuck rap. I'm trying to make cream and that's that. Because I always said when I become a rapper, that's going to be my first joint. I'm going to have Prodigy on the hook saying that. Because I always liked that line. And then I did it. I had my childhood friend SK make the beat. He made my Riff Raff beat, Porsche Cayenne. He made a lot of my fire beats. But he made the beat. I rapped on it. And then he plays it for Beans, plays the beat for Beans, which it's already done. I already recorded my shit. Yeah. Beans hears it, and then he does the Jay-Z diss on my shit instead of the shit he already had it on.
Oh shit! And it was already another.
Yeah, it was already recorded on a different beat. And then he heard my shit, and I don't know if he heard it because of me, but he just put it on my beat. Mm-hmm. So, and I wanted my man didn't have Beans on the record yet, and I didn't even put nothing out yet. So it meant more for Beans to rap on my beat. But you gotta understand, I handcrafted this shit. When I sit with producers, I make the shit with them. Like I pick all the sounds, I pick the hooks, and I put Prodigy on the hook. So it was like I was kind of mad because I wanted it to be my shit because I made it for me. But it meant more for Beans to my boy to have Beans on the track at the time than me. So Beans did the diss track on my first record, and that's when I was like, you know what? There's too many signs pointing that I gotta be a rapper, and I was just like, yo, fuck it, I'm doing this shit. And then that song kind of blew or whatever, took over all the headlines of rap. Was Beans dissing Jay on this grimy ass track, and nobody knew in the background it was all because of me.
Yeah,
I mean,
and you can't release your song after that.
And I can't release it. You know what I mean? So, but that was the nail in the coffin where I was like, all right, dog, I got to do this shit.
But what made you want to make that song in the first place if you weren't doing it before that?
That was just like, I was just saying, fuck it, I'm going to rap now. I was like signs in the universe. You know what I mean? I was like living like a rapper, but wasn't a rapper. And I was like, I just got to do the rap now. I just wasn't satisfied with life. I wasn't getting my props, and this was one way for me to get my props. I had a lot of swagger jackets, a lot of cats copy off me around the way. So I was like, yo, you can't copy off me if I document the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You told me you had 11 Rolexes.
Yeah.
You were living the... How many do you think you've had throughout your whole life?
11 Rolexes up until a few weeks ago. I just sold them shits.
How many Rolexes have you had your whole life?
In my life? Probably 30. Probably 30. I've been doing that. I'm 40. I've been doing that since I was 20. You know what I'm saying? So 20 years of collecting. And I sell jewelry too. As one of my side hustles is selling jewelry and watches. Like I just sold 4 pairs of fucking earrings this week. Like big fucking 5-carat Jones. You know what I mean? I'm a diamond hustler.
Really?
Yeah, I'll sell you a pair right now, dog.
Damn.
Like literally right now.
Can you tell me, so like, It might. I'm just weird as hell. I don't like accessories. Like I can't wear watches and shit. So I never got the like. What about watches was so special? Can you tell me like why?
It was
watches?
like the first trophy type shit.
I mean,
and it's kind of boring around the way. Like when you
in society, though, watches are like a
all right,
thing.
for me, I wasn't rapping. I wasn't getting my shit off that way. So how I expressed myself was through my jewels. You know what I mean? I needed that rollie on at the bar or the dope ass chain and shit. Once I became a rapper and I realized how much money I wasted on that shit and I needed to fund my career and fund traveling and beats and all that shit, I was like, damn, I fucked up. I should have been investing in B.A.R.S Murre instead of balling out at the bar and nightclubs on bottles. And you know, it was the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? That was the era. It was white gold with a lot of diamonds, popping bottles, driving foreigns. Like everybody was fake rich then. You know what I mean? Everybody acting fake rich. Yeah. That was the BMF era type shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't get any satisfaction from it. It didn't make me happy. And then I finally pulled the trigger and just said, fuck it. I know I'm an artist. I just got to do this shit. So it was just trophies, really. Trophies and buying that shit out of boredom. Is
it because it is just big and people see it and know what it is, like when it is? Because like what? Like Wes bought that watch for $800,000. It turns to 1.2 the minute he buys it.
Well, you got to know which Johns to buy. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean. I don't understand watches like that.
Yeah,
that's
you got to know.
What makes
it's just like sneakers. Like you got to know what sneaker is going to be fire. And it's, you know, which one's gonna double. It's just that for me. That just comes from doing it for so long, being into fashion and shit since the '90s and all that shit. Like I just have an eye for that shit. I just know what's what. You know what I mean? I lived it.
Yeah. Why is a watch better when you don't put diamonds on? Like this is what I mean. Like I just hear shit.
Because a watch is actually like a tool. Like it's for something. Like if you have a Rolex Submatter, that goes in the fucking ocean. Like 30,000 feet type shit. So if you drill diamonds into it, you know what I mean?
I don't think it survived
you're
that
putting
Titanic
holes,
crash.
Right. You're drilling holes into a piece of art. You know what I'm saying? Just to put diamonds in it, but really you're fucking the watch up. Unless you get factory diamonds, which is from the Rolex factory or the Audemars factory, where they put them in themselves and not some aftermarket guy drilling into your watch. You know what I mean? Like me, like this big 41 right here. This is factory, baby. When you see B.A.R.S Murre with that big 41, that's factory. You heard?
Why are watches more expensive than chains? Is it because it's a tool? That's it? It tells time?
It takes a motherfucker a whole year to make a Rolex. It's fucking like handmade. It's fucking... You know, you should tell it the day and time just off the flick of your wrist. There ain't no battery in this motherfucker. It's a piece of art. Horology is a deep ass art. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what's the horology?
Horology.
I've never heard that word before.
Horology is the art of telling time. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. Yeah. That's hard. I never heard.
So just like a painter with the dopest painting and shit, he's getting the most bread. The top horologist is getting the most for his watches. It's based on how complicated you can make. How complicated it is for this watch to tell time. That's how dope you are. Like, oh, I'm gonna put this shit over here, put this screw here. And it's like they impress each other by how they just made that thing tell time.
It's like a bong, you know,
it's called complications. It's how complicated you can make it to tell time, and that's how you. It's like graffiti. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he fucking climbed that whole shit and did that joint like that. Oh, that's great. It's difficulty. You know what I mean? It's difficulty.
I know I'm uncultured because I just compared it to bongs. That's the only thing.
Well, no, that's true though. Like
you know how the artist creates
all twist it up, twist it, blow it all crazy and shit. Nah, you were actually right with that. Yeah.
But the art now
now you're dealing with gold and diamonds and it's high level shit. You're dealing with art and gold and money.
Is there like a Drake of the watch world, like the best? Not that Drake's the best, but you know what I mean. Like the celebrity watch maker. You
would say Patek Philippe, Audemars, Rolex. Rolex is the best because keeping its value. You're never going to take too big of a hit with a Rolex, but there's watches way doper and more money and more complicated than a Rolex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a Patek. You know what I mean? Those are the big boys, the Pateks.
What's the most expensive watch you've ever bought?
I would say probably this joint right here on my wrist. I had a bust down AP back in 2007, 2008. I lost it in 2009. But
you lost it?
I lost it in South Beach, Miami. But the most expensive joint
That's that sucks. I'm sorry, man.
It was a stainless steel Royal Oak offshore, but it was fully bust down, the band, everything. But I lost that joint. But this one right here on my wrist costs more than that. This is the 41 millimeter Prezi with the factory bezel. This is like 60 bands right here.
Damn.
So
can I ask how you lost it?
Which one?
The one at the beach.
Nah, I ain't lose this shit.
No, the one at the beach. Can I ask how you lost it?
I got stolen from. I got drugged. Bitch drugged me and stole that shit out the hotel room.
That's wild.
Word up.
I got roofied once at a bar.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah, that shit's you don't know what's happening.
I got roofied, bitch. Popped that shit right off my wrist. I took one sip of my drink, and I took a baby sip, and that was enough to knock me out. So luckily, I wasn't like chugging shit, or else that was probably enough to kill me. You know what I'm saying?
That happened with me. Yeah, I went up on. I
was young and dumb. This is in 2009. I was 26, turning 27. Some shit. I thought I was king of the world. I'm in Miami, palm trees. I think I'm untouchable and shit. Man, you can get it anywhere. Got set up by a bitch.
That shit. And that shit's probably like traumatized. Like I remember afterwards, I was like, damn, I don't really want to like go out, leave my drink around and shit.
The worst part is I took all my jewelry off and gave it to my homie in case the bitch did try some funny shit. He was like, give me the watch too. I was like, nah, I'll leave this on. Like I already just played her out, making her look like she might rob me. She already was like trying to bounce. I was like, nah, we out. And the bitch ended up roofing me, dog, and got my AP. I was sick.
Damn,
I was sick. That was an L.
That's an L.
So yeah, now I'm on the road.
You learn a lesson from that.
Yeah, and plus they got me ready for like I didn't know I'd be on the road as a rapper all these years. So it was like made me know to like not trust, just some random bitch at hotels and shit like that. Yeah. Where if nothing ever happens to you, you can never go off of something. Like you should just think it won't happen to you, but it can happen.
That's with everything though. Like if you
don't learn from experience, you don't think it can happen to you, bro.
People are like sheltered as fuck with that shit. They don't think that like this is a conspiracy I believe in. Is like there's so many documentaries and like why chicks love like murder shit is like
that's weird to me.
They're obsessed with it.
I think they like that shit. I think that shit's demonic as fuck.
Do you think they want to like learn everything about it so it doesn't happen to them, or do you think it like puts them away so it's like that's something?
I think they're trying to learn that shit so they could do that shit to somebody or something. I don't know, because I think that shit's weird as fuck.
All the murder shit is crazy.
It's always the creepiest shit. Like, oh, he captured his kids and stuck a fucking switchblade in their tit and twisted it type shit. I'm like, bitch, why are you watching this? And then sharing it on Facebook and shit. Fuck out of here. That shit is demonic as fuck. Watch something positive, bitch.
I feel like documentaries they started to make the thing like real, but now it's just like another form of entertainment. Like you're not learning from it. Like
it's bullshit.
Some documentaries you are, but I'm talking about those like this dude murdered his whole family and now there's gonna be a 6-part documentary on it.
That shit is played out. All you see now is jail shows and fucking murders, creepy ass murders. I'm like, come on, dog.
You were talking about the show.
Whatever happened to the Wonder Years?
Well, you were talking about the like show off years before, like how that was. I feel like that's kind of happening now.
It's coming back.
It's coming back of like people are hurt.
But it was like the South doing the flat. You talking about when Cass was rocking Jules and all that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming back now, but it's like the fly grimy shit, like Griselda, West. You know what I mean? Husky Marinara. I've been rocking Jules since I could afford them.
Do you have any like big purchases that you regret, like looking back?
Oh my God, so many. 90% of them, as far as Jules, 90% of them shits was a L. Yeah, it's always a L. Like this shit I got on right here will never be a L. This is an actual gold coin, 24 karat pure gold coin that I just had a frame put around it.
Damn.
What I mean? So it's always going to be worth whatever the gold's worth. Yeah. Same as this. This is an actual gold bar. You know what I mean? It's got a dog on the front because they do them for the years that whatever your Chinese astrology sign is. Like 82 is my year that I was born, so that's the year of the dog. So they made it, whatever your year is, they make it for the animal that you are. So my name is B.A.R.S, and I'm a dog because I'm 82. And so that's what this joint means. But this is pure gold. This will never, it's pure gold.
It's wild
it's
how
a real
like,
investment.
yeah, they talk about how gold always will go up because that's what it was based on, the gold standard. But I feel like we went so far the other way. That's why it crashed, was that whole like NFT, the fucking cryptocurrency shit. Like that's the legit opposite of what gold is. Like it's like nothing. It's like,
yeah, and during that era in the 2000s, that flashy era, that was mostly South cats, little bit of New York, like 50 was like Fabulous. But you saw mostly like Jeezy and BMF. They had the most ice during that time.
but I'm talking about how now like you see people with like hella expensive clothes on, and then they like are living in their car. But they're like living in their car. You know what I mean? Like people are like,
I can't relate to that.
No, but I'm saying people are like, that's coming back. I feel like it's like
it is. Yeah, cats stunting for no reason.
Yeah.
But you see a lot of cats doing it because you see underground cats on tour now, like Griselda and Benny and Wes. You know what I mean? They're getting big boy money. So you're seeing it come back now. You know what I'm saying?
How did you get linked up with Buffalo for the first time? Like,
met fucking Tony De Niro walking down the street in Miami, dog.
Shout out Tony.
Yeah, he just had a Buffalo Bills hat on. I was like, yeah, you from Buffalo? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, that's what's up. I'm like, y'all doing your thing right now with the music. He's like, yeah, what you do? I'm like, I'm a fucking rapper. He's like, what's your IG? So I was drunk leaving the fucking nightclub and shit, and I went on my IG the next day to follow him back, and I looked at his shit, and I seen like, you know, he's like, you know, runs with BSF and, you know, in the loop. So I DM'd him my video with Kool G Rap, humming, and then he started throwing me plays and shit, and first I went on tour with Conway, and then I became friends with like the BSF dudes like right after that. Like really like during that, and then I went on tour with them. And then we just started dropping tracks together. And now we're finishing up this album and shit.
Hosted by Toady, right?
Yeah, well, he says he is. He said, yeah, I mean, it was his idea, so yeah, I think he's gonna do a few skits on there. It's gonna be called Jewelry Store Shootouts. I got the whole BSF on there. Mad shit. I got
so you were just drunk walking down.
It's an exclusive.
Street.
I got Armani Caesar on there. Nobody knows that.
Sheesh, that's gonna be crazy.
I got Armani on there. That's done. So yeah, man, I'm just got to do the back cover because where Tone's gonna put his skits. I just have to list the tracks in order. So if there's gonna be a couple interludes, I just have to put that. That way I don't have to keep having the artist keep redoing it. Yeah. But that's it. It's in the final stages now. It's a banger.
I can't wait to hear that. But you met him. That all came from you just being drunk in Miami.
Yeah, just walking down the street in Miami, bro. Spending time. Remember, I took a break from rap. I was hiding out in Miami, just living the life. I was like, fuck it. If I ain't gonna pop in this shit, I ain't gonna just let the rap game play me. I'm gonna play the rap game. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you catch me in LA, Miami, doing big boy shit. But I'm like, cause I ain't gonna let this shit just drag me around, have me all fucked up out here. So I make big boy plays. So I just randomly be in Miami bumping into motherfuckers. I just have randomly bumped into them, bro. And it was weird because I met them like right on the same corner and street. Like last time I ever saw my father who passed away and shit. So I'm thinking like, maybe this is all meant to be. Maybe,
really?
Yeah. So that's what made me like double down on it and go so hard with it. I'm like, is it? Because I believe in like faith and all that shit. I know there's been a calling on my life just from what I've been through and seen. So I'm like, all right, there's obviously something going on. So I'm like, I got to roll with this just in case it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's a bigger risk not taking this, fucking with them and, you know, going on the road and risking it all right now. I had to sell my house, everything. You know what I mean? So I'm risking it all right now, but I'm back in the loop. I'm back waving. Everything is Gucci. You know what I mean? The jewels is up. The cars is up. The shows is booked. You know what I mean? The albums is dropping. So shout out to everybody in Buffalo fucking with me right now. Shout out to Jersey, shout out to Philly, shout out to NYC. It's on, baby.
What is your relationship with spirituality?
I'm baptized Lutheran. I went to a Catholic high school. I went to public school, but I went to Catholic school for high school because I stayed back in my local public school, and I was really embarrassed about staying back and failing. and I was like the oldest kid in my grade, so now I was gonna be the double oldest kid. I'm gonna end up having to. I used to get in a lot of fights. I was like, this is gonna make my fights triple because now I'm gonna be the dumb kid.
But you'll be twice as big, so you'll be fucking those kids.
Yeah, but I was already.
You can fight 4 at a time.
When I was a young bull, no cap, I was a tough ass young bull. So that would have put me like I would have had to been beaten up. And the kids the year after me had a little slick mouth. So I'm like, they would have got beat up quadruple. So it would have just been bad. So my mom finessed it for me to go to the local Catholic school and bump me up on my right grade. I mean, so that was the move. I had to make that move. So but I was never really went to church growing up or anything. My parents didn't make me go to church. I'm Lutheran, but I went to a Catholic high school. But I'm not really either because I don't practice anything. I've never really been I never woke up on Sunday and said, "Oh, we're going to church." Like never. Only if I'm like dating a chick and she's in the church, you'll catch me at church.
Even then, I
didn't grow up in church type
religious
shit. I don't know nothing about nothing. Like I don't know who Moses is or none of these motherfuckers. All these names of Joseph. I don't know who nobody is, bro.
If your bitch knows who Moses is, she got trash pussy.
I don't know. Some shit happened in Bethlehem and Jerusalem and like, dog, I don't know nothing that happened. I just know that I believe in whoever God is. I believe in him. I believe in my God and what's going on in my life. I pray every minute, dog. I'm always talking and looking for signs, and yeah, my life was ill, so I believe in that shit. A lot. I believe in God. I just don't believe in like religions and all that shit because I don't know enough about it anyway. Because I can't speak intelligently on it because I don't know shit about religions. All you need is your God and that's it. Yeah. To me, you know what I mean. And keep it. I just try to be a good person. You know what I mean. Try to be helpful. Don't be a dick. Somebody's fucking trying to come in traffic, tap your brake and let them come in, motherfucker. Be helpful, be courteous. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be courteous, dog. Bro, one day I had a bitch driving down Route 130 in Jersey, had her dog jump out of her car at the highway on a red light. I got out, I went and got her dog for her, dog. That shit took me like 2 hours. I went and got the retrieve this lady's dog. Had never met her in my life, never seen her. She came back, finally, like, found her. I'm just sitting on this dog. The dog was crazy, too. I'm standing on the dog's leash because I ain't touching this motherfucker. I'm like, this lady just got to pull up eventually to find this dog. She finally just pulled up and found me. She had no idea where she was. She was babysitting the dog for, like, a shelter. So if she would have lost it, she was cooked. So I, like, basically saved this bitch's life. So I always do shit like that just to help my karma out. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I just think, you're supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be a good person. You know what I mean?
How'd you find the dog?
I just drove over. I just like followed it with my car, and it was like running through like a shopping center and then another shopping center and shit. And I'm just like trying to stay on it. You know what I mean? And I finally stayed on. I finally like stopped and was like licking some pole, all stupid and shit. Like this dog was retarded too, by the way. It was like an ex.
Yeah, it jumped out the window.
Yeah, it was like an ex fucking lost dog and shit. This motherfucker was dumb as hell. So that's why I didn't trust it neither. Like, this retarded motherfucker's gonna bite me. Yeah. So I got close to it where I could just step on its leash. And I mean, it was so dumb I didn't even know I was standing on its fucking leash. But it's all wild, like mangy and shit. So yeah, I just stood on that motherfucker until that lady showed up. That was my good deed for that day.
People don't realize you do just gotta be a good, like, if you're feeling shitty, it really is about the choices you're making.
And if you're a shitty person, it doesn't matter how successful or what you have. If you're shitty, you're fucking poor. Yeah. Poor is a mentality. Rich is a mentality. Like, I'm far from rich, but I'm kind of live like I'm rich because of my mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like, whatever, like, I'll just be like, I deal with like on the road and shit. I want to be healthy, but I'm not. Like, I'm eating fast food, I'm gaining weight. It's so shitty. Hard. And someone, a fit friend of mine who like works out all the time is like, bro, you just have to realize you really don't want to be fit. Like, if you really cared, like if you really wanted to do it,
it's really hard, bro. It's really hard. I've done it before. I was 4% body fat at one point. That shit was hard as fuck. Yeah.
Damn. But I even mean just like healthy enough to not be like feeling sluggish, you know? Because I've been in that place.
It's all diet, dog.
But it's like happiness is that same way. Like, if you really want something, you'll get it. You know, like, if you really want to be healthy, you'll be healthy. If you really want to be happy, like, you'll... Yeah. And I know there's people with depression. I'm not like... Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to, like, talk down on people on medication.
It is. You got to really, really want it. you have to have a reason. Usually it's a chick involved. Usually you got a crush on a chick that's bad as fuck. He's like, maybe if I lose 30 pounds and I got a 6-pack and I see her down the shore this summer, she sees me with a couple abs, I got a better shot.
I'm gonna say this though. You should want a chick that's bad and wants you even if you're 30 pounds heavier.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's you don't want some chick that if you lose 30 pounds, that's the only reason she's gonna fuck you.
True.
Like that's some dumbass shit.
She should want to fuck me because I got a 30-pound dick. I mean,
yo, if you had a 30-pound dick, you'd have a horrible life. That would be a horrible.
I do got a 30-pound dick and my life's great. It's like, nah. It's like, my shit like 27. My shit like 27.3. Yeah.
I don't even think I got a pound. I don't even think I got a pound of my dick. You
got a min pin.
Hey, excuse me.
I'm a big dog. He's a min pin.
If you have over a pound of dick, your life's a little difficult. Put that. I think it said that in the Bible.
I make it work.
You don't know the Bible, but I know one passage. It says if you got more pound of dick than a pound of dick, you're in trouble.
Yeah, going to hell.
Also, don't be weighing your dick. That's another problem.
Weigh my dick on the digi.
Wait, that's a bar right there. Yeah. That's a bar right there. Well,
she made me put my dick on the digi first.
Now I got resin all over it. Fucking. You ever get fucking coke in your dick hole?
Never.
I've never done coke. I don't even like how coffee makes me feel.
Shit's gross.
Yeah.
Coffee gives me anxiety. I feel like that's just gonna give me a heart attack, dude. I didn't grow up drinking coffee. I just drink it now, but I'm like, man, this is why I never drank this shit.
Yeah, it gives you anxiety.
Crazy anxiety.
Would you rather be sleepy and calm or like a kind of alert and anxious as fuck? Like,
really? You guys, only Americans drink these big ass cups of coffee. That's why our hearts are all fucked up. Really, dog? You just take a double shot of espresso, you're Gucci.
Gucci for the day.
Yeah, 1 or 2 shots of espresso. You don't got to drink that big ass cup of coffee, and then you're good.
Yeah. But people like it because it probably tastes good. They get hella milk and sugar.
Yeah, they're addicted.
Like,
they're addicted. It's their thing. It's like their treat.
Yeah.
I need my coffee first.
I'm in the land of Dunkin Donuts.
I've been fucking dunking up. I've been cheating on Starbucks with Dunkin Donuts for a minute
Starbucks
now.
is hella expensive.
Dunkin got fire right now. They're what do I get?
Dunkin's like a cheap whore, and Starbucks is like a high class escort.
Mm-hmm.
They're still fucking you either way.
Starbucks is like a rich chick with a smelly pussy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where Dunkin Donuts is like the poorer chick, but she got that snapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is exactly.
She got that wet snapper. The Starbucks is like the rich girl fucking with the stinky pussy. It's like,
in my town, we also have Dippin' Donuts.
never heard of it.
No. Think it, Dunkin' Donuts, Dippin' Donuts. Like they stole, like that's the worst, like they stole that shit so bad.
I gotta lay off the donuts, bro. I'm fat as fuck right now. Cool. I'm 200 right now.
I'm 270.
Jesus.
Hey, that's the motivation I need.
Be a fucking wrestler, dude.
Yeah, I could. I'm 6'4", 270.
You better join NXT.
Bro, my pant size is a 46.
Jesus.
I can't get cool shit. Like when Wes released those purple jeans,
Yeah.
I was like,
You're fucked.
I was like, your biggest size is a 40, and that's for the fat guys. Like I'm fucking,
Lose weight,
I'm a
dog.
Subway 6-inch sandwich on the side of that. You know what I
Jesus.
mean? You were just saying how it's so hard to lose weight, and now you're fat shaming me.
Yo, I'm fat right now too. I should be like 170. I'm fucking 200. I can't fit in none of my shit neither.
That's the worst is when you
That's
can't
why I got
fit in
an
your
XL.
shit.
These are like 36 fucking shorts. It's an XLT, and I'm booming out this shit. You know what I mean?
You would ever? Could you be a wrestler? Would you ever?
100%. My mom actually thought I was going to be a wrestler. I wrestled as a kid, like, you know, real wrestling. But I signed up for wrestling in '89, first grade, because I thought I was signing up for the WWF type shit. Like I thought it was that type of wrestling. I was like,
you thought you were gonna come out with like a mohawk?
I was just picturing Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. I'm like, this is how it happens.
What was your character?
I didn't even have one. Once I showed up and I saw you had to wear a singlet and you had to wear headgear, I'm like, oh, this ain't the same type of wrestling. You know what I mean? It was like high school wrestling type shit. So I did that as a small kid, but I was always into wrestling. Right, what was the question?
Would you ever wrestle?
Oh yeah. So growing up I was a funny motherfucker, so my mom was like, yo, he's gonna end up being a pro wrestler or some shit, because I wrestled and I was like crazy and wild and always doing characters and voices, so it makes sense. Like I could do that shit, but once I decided that maybe I will be a wrestler, I was already like in my late 30s, and I already got mad injuries from sports as a kid. So I'm like, you know what, dog? I'm gonna be so banged up by the time I even pop off and get a good show.
You could be the crippled wrestler.
Yeah, I will be 40 at that point, and I'm already beat up. I'll be double beat up, and I still have another decade to go of getting beat up. I'm like, it ain't it. I might be a manager though. I was about to be. Ring of Honor was right over the bridge of where I'm from, Burlington, New Jersey. Bristol, PA is right across the river from us. And Ring of Honor's training center was there. I was thinking about maybe being a manager or something, like Bobby the Brain Heenan or something.
So you don't have to get.
I still might
up.
actually do that and get into the wrestling shit. It's just my rap shit is popping again, so I ain't got time for the wrestling right now. But that's definitely a thing that may happen. I might get in the wrestling business. It's been a dream of mine since the '80s, literally since fucking the '80s. Dead ass.
Why'd you take the break?
I didn't want the rap game just beating me up. I was putting out fire shit and wasn't getting anything in return. You know, I wasn't getting no love. Wasn't getting booked. You know, I wasn't doing crazy numbers. So it's like, fuck. You know what I mean? My sound was a little bit ahead of its time. You know, now people are paying attention to it. You see the Rock Marcy's getting love, and the Griseldas and all that shit. You know, that's kind of the lane I fall into, and that shit wasn't getting no love. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, these guys broke the doors down, and these are the guys I just happened to meet. So it's all makes sense for me, you know, because honestly, if I didn't just bump into them that day in Miami, I don't know what the fuck would even be happening, but that's what happened, and that's what's happened. And, you know, this is what we're in the middle of right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So the break was over, and I was pondering, like, do I come back in full bore like I did in 2010? Because my whole buzz that I did get was from what I did from 2010 to 2012. After that, I was just coasting, and then I just took the break. But I was like, if I attack like I did in 2010, you know, I mean, it's on again, because I'm not going to ever be, the hip hop is so in me, and so you can't take it out of me. That's like, I'm never going to lose my style. I'm never going to be a whack rapper. It's nothing like that. It's in my blood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm never going to have whack beats. I'm just like, I know what to do. It's just, you know, making it worth my while. And, you know, it's starting to be worth my while, and it's starting to feel like 2010 again. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I was the king of South Jersey, which I'm back to being the king of South Jersey, and I run shit, and my catalog is bananas, and there's not really many rappers alive that can even fuck with me right now. I'm like one of the top motherfuckers right now. Once you hear my new shit.
And you really did, like, you of course evolved, but you did stick with your, like,
It was the same shit. Slow flow, rap in pocket. You know what I mean? I rap fast sometimes, but cats will just think I just do the slow flow shit. And, you know, it's all about the beat. I've been rapping on them grimy beats my whole career, so it's like I don't really try to overkill them. I kind of let the beats breathe and shit like that.
And as a comedian, that's why I also appreciate your music too. You know what I mean? Because it's like That's what I love about rap is like when it's serious, but it's not taking itself too serious.
Yeah.
You know,
Take it too serious.
You don't take it.
There's a little bit of joke in all my shit,
but it's not like
serious. It is serious, and I am a real motherfucker. If there's anybody, but I'm also was a class clown too.
Right, that's what I mean. That
I really was the class clown, dead ass. But I was a class clown that could have fucked you up back in the day, dead ass. You know what I mean? And you hear it in the music. All them ad libs I do and shit. That's all me. That's no like engineer making a fake voice on me. That's me making that voice like just like that. You know what I'm saying? No fucking funny shit. No filters. Nothing. That's all. That's really me. You know what I mean? And all the funny shit, like I always say, like I put a bullet in you. It's always something like, you know, your stank tushy or your pigtail, or you know, it's never like or your obliques or something. You know what I mean? I always put a spin on this shit, but it's real and it's comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
and that's what I really
real,
appreciated about it. You know, like all right, when you see like a really good comedian, like a Dave Chappelle, like he's not like joking. Like it's funny, but he's really just like talking. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
And that's what I really like about rap. Like my dad's favorite movie growing up was Chappelle's Block Party. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Yeah.
The documentary where he put on like a rap and comedy festival.
Right. Yeah.
And so like that was
like Mos Def perform. He had all them cats performing, like Talib Kweli.
Exactly.
It was like a concert outside or some shit.
Exactly. Yeah, that was his favorite movie. So like and in that he's like rappers and comedians have a very similar mindset.
Your pops must be young.
Nah, he just was like he took me to see Wu-Tang when I was 12.
Oh, okay.
And my mom took me to see Lil Wayne. Like that's just kind of like
damn.
When people, I don't know, it's when I first started getting listeners, I think people were like, is he just doing this for clout? Like because of all that? But it's like, I've been a fan. Like this, that's what my parents played me when I was a child. My first memories were rap music. Like but I'm a comedian. Like that's my fucking, that's who I am, you know? Like I'm a goofy motherfucker. Like.
At least that's knowledge of self, you knowing like, okay, this is where I'm gonna get my most motion at. And where, you know what I'm saying? Like this is where I'm gonna fit in. You know what I mean? That's like me with rap. Like I would love to perform. I could perform all types of shit. I'm sure I could, but that's just rap is just what I know. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't know how to play the fucking guitar. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to play the drums.
The universe picks things for you sometimes.
For me, it did. You know what I mean? 100%. My life was picked this way. It's been rap my whole life, dude.
Do you remember your first memory, like, of rap? Like,
yeah, it would just be like Run DMC on MTV in the 80s when they just started. That's
DMC's, I don't mean to cut you off. DMC's coming to Crate Diggers in July or August.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
But that's how they filtered in rap on cable television, was the Run DMC videos on MTV before like the Yo MTV Raps and all that shit. Then they had the rap television show, Yo MTV Raps. But before that, we'd be seeing like Run DMC and Beastie Boys on MTV in the 80s. I grew up in front of a television. My parents were starting a business and they were never around. And I was just in the living room in the 80s, glued to MTV.
Yeah.
Yeah, from fucking like probably 4 years, 1986 to fucking till now, till 10 years ago or some shit, 15 years ago.
It's funny, like, you know how like Tiger Woods' dad would like force him to like play golf? Yeah. And you want to be like, no, like golf picked him. And it definitely did in that way.
1,000,000%.
But like who you are as a kid really does then dictate who you are as an adult.
Like, how can you be that nice at golf and not be like, okay, I'm going to be a golfer?
Exactly.
Like, me growing up, kids my age, we all wanted to be Michael Jordan basketball players. We all wanted to be in. I used to think that I was going to be in the NBA, and I'm trash. And I still thought I was going to be in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, dog, you ain't not going to be in the NBA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like you gotta know your shit. Me, I knew I could do some shit with rap just because of what I know about, or just how I am. I just got to be me. All I gotta do is be myself. I was the pickiest hip hop head ever. I was, you know what I mean? If you had whack beats, I ain't fuck with you. If you were a certain type of way, I ain't fuck with you. So me being such a picky fan makes me know that like I'm never gonna let my shit get too goofy or fun. You know what I mean? Where I don't respect it because I have too much respect for hip hop.
Like rapping over your own vocals and not rapping over your own vocals and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, like I was saying, I first saw you perform opening for Benny at Toad's place. And like your performance was dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you really like a lot of people don't care about the art of performing, and I think maybe because I'm a stand-up, I care more about performing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I honestly think that's probably the reason, you know?
And I think it comes with repetition too, that you get confident enough to perform it that well. It's all repetition and getting comfortable and being able to not care like how big the crowd is or what's in the crowd, that you know you're gonna get your shit off no matter what. It's all repetition. It wasn't until you do 100 you got to have 100 clip under your belt before you can feel comfortable on stage. You need to do 100 shows before, and if you don't feel comfortable with that, it's not for you. You know what I mean? If you're not comfortable on stage, then it's not gonna work, dog.
Life is really about like, even if you have to give the most fucks, but you have to act like you don't give a fuck. Like you can tell when someone's nervous. And the whole thing about like life is like, even if you're anxious, everyone deals with anxiety. You have to act like you're not nervous. You have to act like you're...
Yeah.
You have to just like, I don't even mean it in like a sexist way, but you got to like man up. You know what I mean? Like you have to just like act like nothing's going to bother you. Yeah. Even though everyone is bothered by everything.
You're probably more nervous than you ever are.
But that's what, like, everyone's...
wild nervous before I perform, bro. Wild nervous. You know what I mean? But people in the crowd have no idea.
No.
They have no idea. I'm nervous as fuck.
But so is everyone. Like, so is like, I remember asking Benny, and Benny like being like, hell yeah, I'm fucking nervous. Yeah. You know? Like, Conway will be in his room, like, reading his lyrics, like, practicing. Like, that shit's... You have to act like you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But you have to care. You have to not actually give a fuck. Because that's when people fall off.
Yeah. Know who's getting mad nervous? Andy Milonakis. I remember doing some shit with like him, Riff Raff, and Dirt Nasty. Where they have shows like Dirt would hit me like, "Yo, pull up," and I remember him Simon always be like, "Yo, Andy's mad nervous right now." And Andy throws up or shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets mad nervous.
How did you meet? How did that connection happen?
YouTube. Simon, my boy's girl. My boy Seneca's girl Danielle hit me. She's like, Simon Rex is commenting under your YouTube video. I'm just like, whatever. I'm like, okay, I don't even know what that means. Oh no, she might have said Dirt Nasty. I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck that is, or whatever. And then I look it up. I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking Simon. I look at it and it's like Simon Rex. I'm like, oh shit, what happened to this dude? And then he would like tweet my shit on Twitter and hit me on Twitter. So when I flew to Cali, because I knew Riff Raff for like a year at the time. We did this song Porsche Cayenne, but it wasn't out yet. And I hit him to shoot the video. So I flew out to Cali, and when I landed, I said, "Where's the weed at?" on Twitter. And he tweeted me back like, "Yo, I got you." And then he came to my hotel and scooped me up. We went golfing, which I didn't even golf, but I was like, fuck, I'm going golfing, I guess.
That's not something you can just pick up on the phone. You can't be like a natural golfer your first try.
Yeah, and then he was like, yo, check out of your hotel and stay at my crib. And he's like, I'll let you know later. He's like, he was breaking up with some chick was breaking up with him, and he was like trying to save it. He was like, had a date that night. He's like, but so if it doesn't work out with my girl and she's not getting back, just move into my crib and check out of your hotel, because I was there for like a week or two. And so he ended up not saving the relationship with the chick and was like, yeah, you can just stay here now. She's not staying here no more. And so I never ended up meeting that chick. And so boom, I like check out of my hotel to save money. Simon's very good with saving money and shit like that. And I go into his crib, and then we start making our album, which is called Dead Nasty. It came out in 2013, and then we recorded the first song that night. And while we waited for our cab, this is before Ubers, we were waiting for our cab to pick us up to take us to the Riff Raff Diplo signing party, which was crazy because I think we shot the Porsche Cayenne video that day.
Damn.
Me and Riff Raff, yeah. And then I'm saying at Simon's, I didn't even know Simon was in a rap group with Riff Raff, who I'm there shooting a video with.
Yeah, 3 Loco, is that what it was?
Yeah, it was from 3 Loco just started. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And yeah, that all happened all at the same time. The Diplo signing part. When I flew to LA, Riff was signed to Soldier Boy. By the second day, he was signed to Diplo, and we were going to the Diplo signing party. And we're picking up Andy Milanakis, and I got to take a shit. I'm tapping his side. I'm like, yo, you think he'll let me shit in his crib? He's like, yo, Andy don't even like if people burp, bro. I'm like, fuck. So now I got to go to a club with all these motherfuckers, Riff sign-up party, Diplo, and I got to take a shit bad as a motherfucker, bro. Oh, that shit was the worst.
Did you have to take that shit?
I had to have. But I probably didn't get one off like I needed, though.
It was one thing you got to cut down.
I don't think I was dancing too much, man.
You were doing that I need to shit two-step in the club.
I was cooked.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Damn, so you were sitting on that song for a year?
Yeah, I sat on that song for a year before we shot the video. Riff was still living in Maryland when he didn't even go to LA yet.
It's wild to me that you knew him first.
I guess so. Maybe it was like the same time or something. I don't know exactly when it was.
But you didn't know that they were like,
nah.
That's wild.
Nope.
That was, I can't, yeah, because you were like, oh, I thought I just knew you from the Griselda shit. But like, I listened back then, I was checking your shit out because I always was like, digging in music, like if I liked a song, I'd go and check out all the discography.
And that was the beginning of the YouTube era, where if you saw something and you liked it, you can go dig up on them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you had to make sure you were diggable.
That's crazy. Does this do you think taking a break, like, do you talk about like the universe and giving, like, do you look back at your career and you're happy at how it has gone, or? Yeah, and it's not over yet. I think the good moments haven't even happened. The great moments haven't happened yet. Mm-hmm. But it was cool that I've seen a lot of shit. I was part of a lot of shit from like the beginning of that Beanie Siegel song, to the Riff shit and the science shit was doing an album with Simon and going on tour with Kool Keith and all the songs. Not to mention all the people I've worked with. I've worked with so many legends. But tours with Kool Keith and I'm just a kid from Burlington, New Jersey. Really small town, but that shit's unheard of. You know what I mean? I was watching a Kool Keith on MTV Raps in '89 and 1990. Papa Dr.
Large
Octagon was one of the craziest albums.
Dr. Octagon. I had that album when it came out in '96, '97. So yeah, dude. So like looking back, yeah, but I'm glad it's not over yet, and it came back around because I have a lot more to offer. I should be a lot bigger than what has happened. And I'm glad that I'm giving it another shot.
Yeah. And you were talking about it, like looking back, like you wish you didn't make those, like buy those shits because you want to, but like now how to move proper. And you needed that knowledge to come to you,
Yeah. Moving proper. Hopefully I don't fuck this one up.
What's your proudest moment looking back?
Proudest moment. Man, that's hard. I guess just that I actually did it. I don't think I have a proud moment yet. Maybe being on a Kool Keith album. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's mad official. I was, I don't know. There's lots of shit that people like. I was on a Dirt Nasty album. I was on Riff Raff's first album, Hologram Panda. Shit, like, I mean, that's all. But I don't really have one, dog. Because, you know what I mean? I ain't really accomplished too much. You know what I mean? But I got it going. You know what I'm saying?
But you have accomplished a lot. Like, you got to think people... All right, you were talking about how like no one from your small town has done that. Well, then think about all the small towns in America.
Yeah, true.
And then think about the people we were talking about who we were roasting, but people who live in the middle of America where there's nothing.
Right. So
and they might have those dreams, but they don't have the opportunities to get to those dreams.
So my right answer is there's not a one thing. It's just that I had the balls to do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my biggest accomplishment was having the balls to do this shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit took a lot. A lot of risks.
Were you born with the balls, or were you like a scared kid? Like,
nah,
you had to,
I was never. I was born with the balls. Yeah. I was always outside, outgoing.
30-pound dick, 60-pound balls.
Yeah, nah. I mean, to rap and shit, I probably had to build that up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much, but once I decided. And then there was no practice. I went in like that Beanie Siegel joint that became the Jay-Z disc. That was, I think, the first song I ever recorded. It just went right in. You know what I mean? And then that's the only joint that didn't make my first mixtape. All my first things I ever rapped on are out. There's a video for my first verse. You know what I mean? On YouTube video for all my first. There was no practice involved. So I was like, I was born like that. I was just born like that. There was no practice. I was born hip hop.
What made you not? Do you stop smoking blunts? Because that's something I feel. Because I only smoke papers too, and I feel like I'm like a vegan. You know, I'm like.
What made me stop smoking blunts, honestly, was going to Cali so much and being up in Simon Rex's crib up in the Hollywood Hills and not wanting to go all the way down the hill to the fucking gas station and all the way back up. That's just a motherfucker in the Hollywood. And plus, it's so dope up there. It's like you don't even want to leave the crib. Yeah. Simon's crib was like a tree house, dog. So you never wanted to leave. So he would be sponsored by all these different rolling paper companies. So there'd be like 1,000 rolling papers at the crib. So I'm like, all right, do I go drive far as fuck to go get a pack of papers out of the Hollywood Hills or just stay in the Hollywood Hills and smoke papers? Yeah. So me being there so many times and for so long at times, smoking all of Simon's papers, that's by the time I came back to Jersey, I was like, okay, I don't even want to smoke a blunt anymore. Plus, you wanted to keep the Cali vibe going because it sucks so bad around here that like, you want to still feel like you're still in Cali a little bit. The paper was like helping me with that, helping me cope being back in the hood. It's like cold
as fuck and you're just smoking outside.
Like I got some connection to Cali still. Like I still got the rolling papers, motherfucker.
You're in. It's like snowing and you're in fucking like swim trunks, smoking and enjoying outside.
You know, my childhood friends from like high school's houses still like stand in front of their house. Like I can't. I was in the Hollywood Hills 2 days ago. Now I'm fucking. You know what I mean? Standing out front of somebody's house in Jersey.
That's the worst part about living in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. I love it because I'm an hour to Boston, hour to Providence, 30 to Worcester, 3 to New York City. Like it's a good I like the woods. Like I can fucking ride my bike. I can just chill and smoke in the woods. Like I like that. But I go to these great cities. Like I'm driving 5 hours home after this podcast. Like I love Philly, and then I have to go to like this shitty little like mill city. You know what I mean? Like I get this like dopamine high of all these great cities, and I just go back to like,
Philly. You gotta love the food here. Philly is bomb.
Amazing. I just had a Philly cheesesteak from Angelo's. Mm-hmm. That shit was amazing. Yeah.
No, you gotta hit Chubby's.
Chubby's
is crazy, bro. Oh my god.
Best food in Philly?
Their cheesesteak, I think it might be number 1 now, bro. That joint is nuts. I had it like a week ago. I was like, where is this from? Chubby's. Yep.
Where did John come from? Everyone says that here. It's John? Like I say wicked. Can't. My accent, I can't even say it. You know, I say wicked though.
John, motherfucker's been said my entire life, and we said that where I'm from in Burlington, New Jersey. We've said it. We didn't even know it was a Philly thing because we say it in our part of Jersey, but it's really the Philly part of Jersey, so that's why. But John's been somebody. I think Schoolie D was saying that shit in the 80s in his rap songs. You know what I mean?
That's where it came from. It's always
been, I don't know where it came from because I've been hearing it my whole life, but that's been a Philly slang for, you know, since at least the mid 80s, but it's probably before that. But, you know, like all them 80s rappers used to say it.
Shout out my friend DJ Lucas, but I met his grandfather the other day. He's like 94, 95. And he remembered hearing that's cool for the first time.
Damn.
Like he remembered the invention of the term cool.
Damn.
Like he literally just one day I was like, that's cool. And he's like, I've never heard that before.
That's cool.
Isn't that shit crazy?
Yeah. He's cool.
Like sayings, you never know where they come from. Like why is Wicked a thing in Massachusetts?
Cool as Ice Cube. I guess it comes from like being cold, but then like the dude but being too cold, not too cold is like you're just cool, and that's like a good way to be.
Yeah.
It's like you're not a bitch, but like you're not like too mean to people. He's cool. He's not cold. He's cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is.
Like, he's cool. He's cool, calm, collect. You know what I mean? He's cool. But he's not a slouch though. He's cool. He's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Imagine being the person who invented saying that. You're a legend. We don't know your name, but you're a legend. Shout out to you.
Yeah, man.
The person who invented that's cool.
A lot of people call me that word, bro.
Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Yeah.
I just did it on look up this video. It's called I Used To. It's one of my old freestyles, like one of my first videos I ever dropped. And I just did it. I was like talking shit down. I was just like, and I was like, there it is. I was like, should I delete that? Like, nah, keep that. And then I just did it in every single song after that.
And it stuck with it. That shit's fire.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Ad-libs are really important.
Yeah, I think I'm the king. I might be the king of them right now.
Yeah, you got some fire ones.
Yeah, I think I'm top dog right now with the ad-libs.
What are you gonna do after the the tape with all the BSF people?
Keep pumping shit out. Keep pumping. I'm already I'm already on 3 songs in on my next album right now.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm going crazy, bro.
Damn.
I'm doing mad shows. I'm gonna keep this shit rocking and rolling.
What do you have coming up for shows?
July 15th, Washington, D.C., opening for Rome Streets. July 7th, the week before that, Los Angeles, California, at Catch One, underground hip hop blog. I'm going there with Rick Hyde. I got a set. Rick Hyde got a set. I think Rick Hyde's headlining. What else do I got? That's all I got that's 100% right now, but there's other Jones in the works that I'll probably be announcing in a week or two. I just don't want to say it now and then it don't go through.
And you don't have a release date for your project?
No, just finishing up the artwork right now. Just the back cover's getting finished up. And
what's the name of it?
Jewelry Store Shootouts.
Jewelry Store Shootouts. I can't wait for that to drop.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I can't wait for that to drop. I can't wait to
You'll
get
know
for
by
that
track
Armani
by
song.
track 1. You already know it's gonna be a classic. Like, and go peep all my old albums, bro, because they're all timeless. You can
For
play
real.
this right now, and it's still the same.
You
shit.
do have hella projects out.
Yeah. Chicken and Cake was my first album that came out in 2012 on iTunes. Chicken and Cake. Then it was Dead Nasty, which is my album fully produced by Dirt Nasty, who was Simon Rex, the actor. Then after that was Whimsical, which was a prelude to my album Black Tanita. So I dropped 2 albums that year. The main one was Black Tanita. Then Husky Marinara. And there's also a compilation, Best of B.A.R.S Murre, too. So there's 6 albums right there. But I don't count the compilation album of all the hits. So I look at this album as my 6th. And I had 3 mixtapes, too, in the streets that were in album form. But I just called them mixtapes because there would be like a few industry beats on there, but mostly all originals. But I don't count them as albums. So really, we have like 9 or 10 albums, but we'll stick with 6.
How did you get Gilly to host your first mixtape? I don't mean to, I'm sorry I blasted past that earlier.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's all good. I had a show that night in Philly. Beanie Siegel came. We walked over to my studio. Beanie Siegel hopped on that song Lifestyle that night with French Montana. If you guys never heard that, I got a song called Lifestyle, French and Beans from way back in the day. It was that night, and then Gilly walked into the room. I had a studio at the time at the 444 building, 444 North 3rd Street, and then Gilly walked into the room, and then I just asked him, I was like, my tape was getting was getting finished like that at that perfect timing, and I just asked him. I asked him to host it for me, and yeah, he didn't charge me or anything. He did it the next day.
That's legendary.
Yeah, and he went in too. He went in for me. Like, he really represented, and that's another reason why the album's a classic.
That's dope.
It's crazy. Yeah, you gotta peep it.
Yeah, I have listened to a lot of your projects, but I haven't. Yeah, but I haven't listened to that one. That's dope.
That's the original. Those are all my first raps.
You don't even know where it is.
It's probably on that Piff. I just don't know if they have like the song scrambled in the wrong order or something like that.
Okay,
but
yeah.
I think that one's Gucci. I think my second mixtape, Go Lay Down, I think that's the one that's on that Piff, but the songs aren't in the right order, and it doesn't make sense that way because it's all supposed to be sequenced with the interludes and all that shit, and it's all fucked up. But I gotta find a way to put Go Lay Down on correctly up there, because that's just as crazy as the one with Gilly. The one with Gilly is called That's Why They Don't Like Me. And my second tape was called Go Lay Down. And then my album dropped Chicken and Cake. But Go Lay Down is ridiculously wavy. Waviest mixtapes ever, bro.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, Go Lay Down is ridiculous. I gotta find a way to get that shit out.
Put it on streaming or something.
Yeah. It's on that Piff now, but it's like hard to find, and it's scrambled. They got the songs in the wrong order, but whatever. You still be able to play some shit though.
Where can people find you?
B.A.R.S Murre, all one word, at B.A.R.S Murre on all platforms: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stupid shit.
Thank you for doing this. I'm really happy we finally got this to happen. This was dope as fuck.
Yeah, Jewelry Store Shoes. Shout out to Sam Buck. You know what I mean? Pulling up.
Yeah, pulling up in Philly. I'm happy we got to do it here.
Hell yeah.
But anyway, thank you. You can see me headline Nick's Comedy Stop in Boston, September 1st and 2nd. And, go stream Drumworks compilation mixtape, Hidden Drums. I'm talking on like 4 tracks on that
Dope. Shit. That's sick. Shout out to Drumwork.
Peace out, everyone.
Yeah. Hey,